Since we're climbing to the top, your memory will start coming back even faster. You may even find whole pieces of it.
Huh. How would I find them?
Look for shells. It's just like chirpers. You put them to your ear and the ocean sings to you. I don't know. It's your perception, not mine. For me, it was birds that brought me letters with notes from the past. There was a lot in them. School, the ballet, our wedding. I didn't lose those memories, but it was nice to hear them again.
Shit! There. That looks like the first piece of my memory.
Looks like it. Curious.
Let's listen. Damn unicorn. Almost squashed my wife. Bastard. You... Hey, what's wrong? Why are you standing there like a statue? It can't see you. You're under its foot.
I don't know. I lost myself for a second there. What happened? Shit!
Head to the shelter, now! Mastiffs, open fire! Squad, avoid its line of sight! Blesna, what's his status?
He's unconscious! Hang on, my love, just hang on!
Blesna, get back! Drag him to the other side! The robot is looking for you! Send in the Caracurts, now!
The collective hasn't been launched yet. The soldiers are trying to figure out what happened, but of course they haven't found Sechenov's body. I'm sure everything will be fine soon. Dr. Sechenov won't let this Charles win. Not in his own array, and certainly not in Limbo.
If the Jelly Man swallowed Dr. Sechenov's body, then Sechenov should also be around here.
Not exactly, but it'll be easier for Dr. Sechenov to get here. He looked into Limbo through the waves of my beacons, but he doesn't need a medium now. And he'll focus on us soon, once he deals with Charles.
Yeah, but Willie, I remember now. He was talking to me in Limbo. Something like, you're a warrior of science. Take up your sword of knowledge and strike at the very heart of the capitalist bureaucracy. Some nonsense.
Nonsense? Hardly. Of course, warrior of science is pushing it with your crispy crittering, but things happen for a reason with Sechenov.
I'll try to swear less.
That would be great, Nechayev. Don't you worry. As a scientist, Sechenov did everything he could for you. But as a person, he didn't notice your mental shift at all. He was surprised by your new behavior patterns. But what could he do? You were alive and well, even though you were forced to forget me. You know, neuroscientists have struggled with this riddle for many years, and the balance between the mind and animal instincts has still not been determined. But we have Limbo, a colorful guide to Sergei Nechayev's mind palace. However, we should count on autopilot. Oh yeah! Technically, you had an incident like the Phineas Gage case. It was 1848 in Vermont. An iron rod was driven through his head. Phineas Gage survived, but his personality changed. He started swearing and gambling. Just kidding. But before the incident, he was known as a decent and reliable person. And after, he became impulsive and uncontrollable, foul-mouthed and disrespectful. Remind you of anyone? And I hope this autopilot takes us to another interesting thing. Warrior of science. Is that what the doctor said? You see, I'm more of a camera than an analyzer to him. I learned how to identify the basics here, but I can't decipher this world. Besides, it feels like I'm being restricted. That's why we need beta connectors. But a warrior of science, and at the heart of the capitalist bureaucracy. Nothing is literal in Limbo, but what did Sechenov mean? Where and when did he see you like this?
How about this? Oh well. I'm just getting started.
What's with the target?
He's fine. Got a little flustered there, but he's coming around now. Ammonia should help. Crispy critters, I got hit.
Major P3, why did you start the mission without an order?
Well, there was an order, Comrade Colonel. You gave it yourself. Jump.
What do you mean, I gave it? Where did you hear such orders, Major?
From you, Comrade Colonel. There was an order. Crispy critter, I heard it.
It is what it is. The roar from the engines was so loud it was easy to get confused. Well done, P3. I'm grateful for your quick and decisive action.
I served the Soviet Union.
Hey, Sergey! Are you okay, man? So what's with Cheriton? His cat is clearly following us.
Actually, it's more likely that Cheriton Radionovich's mind has been held hostage all these years by this creature. And there's the question of who exactly Sechenov was communicating with.
Similar feces. That's not what I asked.
What?
Isn't it all the same shit, Katya? Charles, Sechenov, all they do is manipulate people.
Did you not hear me, or did I not tell you yet? No, Sechenov saved us. How you and I are alive, it's just a new frontier of science. I don't consider myself a monster. You either. But the part of the brain the neuropolymer replaces should already be filled with something.
Easy. All right, agreed. I don't know or remember much. Let's talk when we're out of here, okay?
Hey, Katya, what's wrong with you? Is that your mother? What are you doing, you silly thing? She's worried about you. She's your mom. And you stabbed her in the back. That's screwed up. You should stop blustering and go talk to your mom alone. Comrade Major! Comrade Major! Allow me to file a complaint against your daughter. She refuses to bathe, she doesn't want to wash the spots off her face. It's traumatizing to my delicate natural aesthetics.
Delicate aesthetic nature. Incidentally, Comrade Sergeant, your face isn't any better.
What do you mean? I'm simply dashing. I was king of the hill. Almost. Come on, Fairy Dragonfly. Go talk to your mom. Don't upset her. Go, Katya. Take a breath.
Alpha, you keep winning, but soon you'll have to face the most difficult opponent.
Hey, fairy dragonfly, what am I winning? I'm just climbing step after step. What opponent?
I haven't heard that name in ages. Climbing step by step is a good approach to the matter, but you're not climbing physically. Your mind is returning to its original state.
Well, to childhood, no thanks. I was dumb and stubborn.
That's definitely still the case. No, not to childhood. I'll try to open the way before you start babbling and asking for a nipple.
Feisty, I like it. Finally not honey or love. Who will I have to face?
Well, yourself. Like I said. Stop joking. Just think. There was a whole basin of black liquid charged by information from the minds of dead criminals. That's how they tried to create the first array, a container for human consciousness, and Cheriton Radionovich fell in there, intentionally. Or the slurry sucked him in, doesn't matter. What matters is exactly whose personality the array acquired. I'd like to believe that good always triumphs, but it is also a slow process. So yes, technically it started with unrequited love. If Comrade First Deputy hadn't been chasing a skirt, Petrov wouldn't have hacked the system, and the collective would have launched smoothly. But then they wouldn't have sent you to the facility. Anyway, Charles would have waited for the right moment and seized the Jelly Man. But Sechenov's consciousness might not have ended up in the array. But now it's you and me. We could even help the doctor. In any case, you have to find the rings first. Generally, if the Jellyman is an array of human consciousness linked to the collective, then since we're in Limbo, it makes sense to ask if there's something similar for the subconscious. And what will it look like? Maybe that's also why Dr. Sechenov is so eager to go into space. After all, the volumes of subconscious information from all the people connected to the collective will be incredible. Maybe he doesn't need cosmic physics, but cosmic space.
Clumsy asshole! How can Granny Xena get in here?
From a copy of Dr. Sechenov's data. She managed to find out a lot. She's the head of comms, after all.
So she knows about Atomic Heart.
You should focus on what's ahead. How did Kuznetsov get us a day off anyway? I feel so weird out of my uniform and into a dress. How long has it been since I've worn one?
Let all the Vorobjovigori see what a beautiful fiancé I have.
Nichayev, are you proposing to me?
You and I are written in the stars. Whether I propose or not, it's all the same. We'll walk hand in hand until the end of time. Or does that not suit you?
Are you joking, Comrade Second Lieutenant?
Not at all. What kind of joke would that be? Hey, comrade, can my bride and I have 2 plum-beer ice creams? Katya, I'm an old soldier and I don't know the words of love. But let me confess, when you laugh, my heart sings. You make me happy. You're my own personal general.
What's gotten into you?
Yekaterina Pavlovna, will you marry me?
Sergey!
Now, where did I put that ring? Oh, man.
Well, not just yourself, of course. As I said, in addition to the creatures you already have to fight, new players have appeared here who may be looking for you. A little context, okay? When my consciousness was plunged into limbo as I lay dying on the operating table, Dr. Sechenov realized it wasn't just a brain state, but a whole new world, too. He used captured criminals from Bulgaria to pinpoint my position, using polymeric radiation as beacons. The bastard who blew us up, or rather what was left of him, was also part of the experiments. Dr. Sechenov didn't see what it looked like, but to install the beacons, he had to tear their consciousness to shreds. Who knows what might have been left? And consider your subconscious too, your fears, shame, and guilt. Technically, it could take any form. One thing is clear. This is the final frontier you have to overcome so you can be yourself again. I think Cheriton Radionovich also suspected something of the like when he was alive. Basically, he invented the Voskhod as a mechanical alternative to the spark, which lets the Argentum group operate a glove. It also regulates the soldiers' emotions during battle, but the Voskhod has a hidden function, a dopamine injector, that's necessary to support soldiers in critical situations, making them go berserk. Dr. Sechenov knew about it, of course, and didn't want to install the Voskhod on you. But he had no choice. When that part of your brain was knocked out of your head, you went crazy and needed an emotion suppressor, and the spark module didn't take root. I don't think Dr. Sechenov was thinking about Limbo when the Voskhod was created. But Cheriton Radionovich, even if he didn't know for certain, suspected this world existed. Otherwise, Charles wouldn't have used you at the VDNH. As I said, each point here in Limbo has many different possibilities. If you know where to start, you can draw a map of events and figure out which path to take in reality. That's how I think of it. Although there are no portals here. You won't be able to jump through multiverses, but you can observe and calculate. For example, what would have happened if you hadn't gone to Sechenov at Chelome, but had instead gone to drown your sorrows or ended up in another complex? They say the Mendeleev serves great drinks. When everything settles down, we should go relax at the Lokhaya Hotel. Well, this is the last safe area. Soon all your memories will come screeching back. Shame for what you don't remember, the fear of consequences. You'll have to deal with those emotions. Technically, it's even useful as a preventative measure, although it's not always pleasant. Adults come up against this from time to time.
You're treating me like a kid.
You'll get out and find yourself in Cello, May. We're close now. Act according to the situation. The important thing is that you find the rings.
Yeah.
I'm serious, Sergei. Deal?
Seems I even remember how pretty you are when you're angry.
Stop it, I swear.
Katya, deal. Just one last thing. Forgive me. In Bulgaria, I should have gotten you out. Alive. Not Kuznetsov. And not two corpses.